were to think about your favorite brands, I'm sure there are a few that would come to mind.
Yep, and problem solver Aaron Miller is looking into why we make the decision to buy from certain companies and how local businesses can use this information for their own gain.
After talking with researchers at Old Dominion University, I learned that there is a whole lot more that goes into why we buy what we buy. So I thought it would be pretty telling if we went around the newsroom and polled people to see if they buy for price, customer service, or value alignment. Let's go see.
Probably the price. I want to get a good deal for the things I buy.
I'd have to go with pricing is probably the thing that I look most for, and then after that would probably be the customer service. I think that's also kind of important.
Honestly, I prefer the pricing. You know, I kind of tend to go more what's easier on the wallet.
I am willing to pay a little bit more if I know the company is treating their employees well and if they are using practices that might be better for the world.
It's these answers that researchers with ODU's Loyalty Lab say will shape our future. Yuping Lou Tompkins is the center's director.
It's a good time to kind of look back as well, look forward to see where loyalty is going to be headed as consumers' lives go into, the new normal kind of space.
During the pandemic, Lou Tompkins says a lot of people were switching brands.
Our research also shows that people are stressed out, and as one of the ways to deal with that stress is to, buy a new thing, try a new thing, and kind of regain control of our life.
But for those who stayed true, why? For people who are 55 and older, this research points to a few things.
These product price and customer service components are really the core of how they make their loyalty decisions.
The younger generation, her study found, is more so loyal to a brand for shared values and company culture.
But when we look at the maybe 35 and below consumers, that number jumps to 70–80%, roughly in that range.
Which is the big takeaway and the reason for the report in the first place, to give companies an inside look into consumers' minds. It can help owners shape the business model to meet their target audience and explain how their decisions can impact income. Everything from the way they treat their employees to how their employees treat the customer.
It's no longer just going to be the product or the price. You actually kind of need to understand a little bit more on not just your loyalty metrics, but loyalty from the consumer's point of view.
And even something as simple as how they feel about rewards programs.
Younger consumers are more impacted by these reward programs than older consumers.
In fact, 84% of people between 18 and 34 say reward programs make them buy more, compared with 51% of people 55 and older. The Loyalty Lab doing the work to make a public blueprint for Hampton Roads. The Future of Loyalty report surveyed more than 1,000 people from 4 different countries, and the findings can be really helpful for both consumers and business owners. It's a big report, so we'll have all of the details for you on WTKR.com. I'm Aaron Miller, News 3.